Hello, everyone, and welcome to Really San Francisco. I am here with my most amazing co-host, Richie Greenberg.
Hey everybody, happy Sunday, right? Today is Sunday, August 9th,
Mhm.
2026. Boy, Erica, is it cold this weekend? It is cold out. It's August, which means it's Foggust to those who know. And it's this weekend is what's happening. It's Outside Lands, that mega, massive 3-day music festival that is
Yeah.
happening in Golden Gate Park. I think you're a little bit too far away to hear it, but I can hear it from where I live here in the Richmond district. And I used to actually live much closer, just a block away from one of the entrances. And boy, were the windows shut, just the rumbling and everything. But it's funny to see so many out of town tourists are
Yeah.
here for this show to attend the festival, and they are completely inappropriately dressed because of the cold. This is not Coachella. We are not in Southern California desert where it's 90s or 100 or 110 degrees. So right now it's 59 degrees out here with the wind chill factors making it feel like 51. So
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
bizarre to see them walking around. I saw them wild. All right, so we have a very interesting topic today. So Erica, how about you let all of the listeners and some viewers know what are we going to talk about today?
Yes, of course. A new contest has just been announced by Michael Moritz, and it's called Boundless San Francisco, who he and his company, they're going to be awarding $150 million to up to three organizations for their winning ideas about how to, I'm putting air quotes, save San Francisco. If San Francisco needs saving, that is up for debate too.
Right.
But yeah, so it's a lot of money, and I'm really intrigued by who they're going to pick. I'd love to be on the judges panel, of course, because I've seen some of these contests, and I went to the one on about Market Street a while back,
The
and
art installations, was it?
no, it was how to reimagine Market Street, the area that's been closed to cars.
Mhm.
And the ideas were so outlandish and stupid and just eye rolling that God only knows what's going to happen with this. But hey, I love the idea of a good contest. And
Mhm.
so, Richie, you and I had talked about if we were judges, what would we select? If we were applicants, what would we propose? So we
Mhm.
came up with five ideas out of the box. Whether they're practical or not, it doesn't matter. These are our ideas about what we would love. It could be fantasy land, about how we would improve San Francisco.
Mhm.
And I think we just let our imaginations run wild, didn't we?
So yeah, of course, and I look forward to giving you my list.
Now, neither of
Now
us knows what we wrote down.
that's right. We
That's right.
discussed before that we were going to keep it secret from each other.
Mm-hmm.
But just a quick background. Michael Moritz, who is this guy, right? So he used to be a journalist years ago, and then he
Mm-hmm.
turned into a partner in Sequoia Capital. So they do uh, big venture capital investment. He was an early investor in Google, in YouTube, and PayPal. Okay, so he made so much money in the returns. So him and his wife started a foundation called Crankstart. And Crankstart has been more in the news in the last couple of years here in San Francisco as being the vehicle, the way that Michael Moritz, without using his name, but we know who Crankstart is because it's him, right? But Crankstart has been awarding very generous amounts to um, civic projects around San Francisco. Now, the problem is, before we go into our list, the problem is with this idea, with Boundless San Francisco, Save San Francisco, right? Is what do you think about this? Do you think that this diminishes the success that Mayor Lurie has been touting lately? For example, um, Mr. Lurie has been sworn in about a year and a half ago.
Mhm.
and has been constantly, every second that he can get a microphone, he says San Francisco is on the rise. Let's go San Francisco. And he's on social media, Instagram and Twitter, constantly video showing how things are really turning around, how San Francisco is succeeding. So many businesses are opening, coffee shops, cafes, restaurants are opening. We're having all these civic events, all these gatherings, and public dances, and dancing in the streets, and everything. Yet, Michael Moritz, Crankstart Foundation, now is announcing a we need to save San Francisco. Does that seem to you like a total contradiction?
Not necessarily. I don't think so. I think it could be perceived as an adjunct. Hey, we're on our way. This is what we're doing, and we want to invest in it because we know we're on the upswing. Why would anybody want to invest in something that is you can see, feel, know is on on the outs? You kind of wouldn't unless you really are into that kind of betting, which I don't think that he is. So I interpret this as a positive. I understand that you don't though.
Yeah, I just wonder why. I wonder why, if things are so great, according to Mayor Lurie, and to justify having a basically $17 billion budget for a town that is only 7 miles wide, 7 miles north south, and has a little bit over 800,000 residents. The amount of taxation, debt that we are being saddled with going forward for years, that
My
dollar amount, and if everything is great, why on earth do we have to have a Save San Francisco
We don't have to.
competition?
We don't have to. This is not
Yeah.
a have to thing. This is a hey, this sounds kind of interesting. Let's go for it. My idea about
Mhm.
this,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a YIMBY thing. I really do. I think it's about
Ah.
building. I think it's about density. I do think it's kind of going in that direction. That's just my
Mhm.
gut. I'm not. I don't know. But I think it's a whatever turning San
Yeah.
Francisco into a space age city, like the
And
video game.
you don't think it makes Mayor Lurie look bad? It's like,
I
come
don't.
on, you've run out of ideas. They're soliciting ideas for a competition
They're not
prize.
soliciting. No, I
No,
mean that's
they're
the
not.
thing is I don't. I interpret it in a different way, which
Ah,
is it's not a slap to Lurie. It's more of a hey, we like what you're doing and we want to do this. So I see it more as an add-on. I understand other people's interpretation is totally different.
okay. Okay, so that gets the background out of the way. Now, how about if we, well, so if you were and I were either on a judging panel, or we were applicants throwing in our ideas.
Yeah.
All
So
right?
we developed
Yeah.
5 each, and we can start. I mean, I'm so curious to see, are we going to overlap at all? I doubt it. I doubt it, but we're going to
I
find
doubt
out.
it. I doubt it. I have to admit, I only came up with
Okay. But
four,
this is
not
San Fran
five.
fantasy.
Yes, fantasy.
Fantasy.
I came up with four, not five, because one of
Oh,
them,
okay.
well, because one of them, I really liked the idea, and it just then we got too much to our
Okay.
recording time today, so we
All
couldn't.
right. Well, let's start.
So, how about if we do one back and forth
You
instead of
got
just
it.
the whole list?
I'll
Okay,
start with mine.
you go.
I'll start with mine first. You tell me what you think.
Okay.
Completely eliminate the Department of Homelessness and Supportive Housing. It's
Uh,
just over $750 million. And what you do with that money, we're going to turn it into a special unit SFPD that does nothing day and night but arrest drug dealers. That's all they do.
ah,
That's it. They are special forces. They have one purpose. That's it. And it's a full court press. Get rid of that department, add on to this. Ooh, the difference we could make. What do you think, Richie?
um, well, I mean, I could see that there'd be a lot of pushback.
It doesn't matter. This is
I know it doesn't
fantasy.
matter. It's fantasy. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, really, I mean, this is what we need. We need to have more boots on the ground. And I'm using the word boots and not in a negative way, but meaning we need to have those who are enforcing, those who are seeking accountability against those scofflaws and dealers that just seem to be a continuous plague here, it's a money suck from the taxpayers. As I said, $17 billion budget. So that's a good idea. I like
Thank
that
you.
idea.
Thank you.
All right. Now,
What's yours?
so as I said before, I had more tongue-in-cheek kind
Oh,
of
I've got
things.
plenty. Go
No,
ahead.
okay. So here's one: drone-powered everything delivery. Because,
Okay.
right? So everything that is necessary can be um, managed by drone. So you've got like drug delivery, but I don't mean illicit drugs. I mean, for those who are in need, but also potentially get drones that have pickup little claws that can clean up the streets as well. So they can clean up garbage, they can clean up needles, they can clean up whatever and take it away.
Would we have to have drone times of day so we
Probably.
don't have the skies filled with
Yeah,
these buzzing
correct.
things?
And it wouldn't be
Okay.
that many. But the thing is, you could target certain areas that need cleanup, certain neighborhoods and streets that need cleanup. Plus, drones don't necessarily have to rely only on daytime vision, night vision. There's ways that you can get around clouds and things. So, drone powered everything delivery.
Interesting.
And the drones themselves would be painted in psychedelic 1960s kind of hippie.
Oh my gosh, I
There you
kind
go.
of like
So
that.
there's one of my ideas.
Okay, I think that
All right.
actually could be implemented and may even be implemented soon.
Yeah.
Okay, here's definitely an outside of the box one.
Hmm.
Transform the Tenderloin into a casino zone. Think limousines, think
Uh-huh.
gambling areas and
Uh-huh.
wild shows
The
and
red carpets,
red
right? The
carpets.
VIP gambling
Hmm.
area.
Hmm.
Wow. No,
It already
yeah.
has sort of a debauched feel to it. I say lean into it in a different way.
And go even further.
Lights,
Yeah.
right?
With the big spotlights and openings in certain.
Yeah, definitely. It's really close to City Hall.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So I say casino-fi parts of the Tenderloin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that vein,
Hmm.
okay, civic prediction marketing. Okay. You've heard of Kalshi, you've heard of Poly Market. That's where
Yeah.
people can bid, okay? So here's what we do. We launch a city-centric prediction market. So that would be where residents can, I'm just reading my notes here, okay? Residents can bet on everyday municipal outcomes. Will the 38 Geary run on time? Will the next board of supervisors result in, whatever? Will it end by midnight? Will the pothole on Market and Fifth be fixed within 10 days? And so we would be betting on that, okay?
Would there
And
be a financial incentive?
yes, because what would happen is if that specific task, that project, that issue doesn't perform within the time allotment that this market has bet on, then they lose that much of funding out of their department budget. And the winning goes to the department that does do it in time.
Richie,
See that?
I love this idea. I absolutely love this idea.
Yeah. Yeah. You see that? So it's
Did that come
forcing.
to you in a dream?
No, I'm telling you, these are things I've been thinking about,
I
and that's
love
why
that.
I couldn't come up with five because I only had four. And then there's another one too that I think you might like too. But
Okay.
now you go.
Or actually, I'm gonna take that
Yeah,
and give them to the one that's on the end of my list. But I think this
yeah.
sort of goes into the same vein in a way. Not really, but a monthly drawing of $1,000 for San Francisco residents. Anybody who wants to participate, you put your name in the proverbial hat, and there is a monthly drawing. Could be in the center of a Union Square, right? Somebody takes out a name. That person gets $1,000 they can spend at a hotel, restaurant, cafe, um, and it elicits excitement. It could be even sponsored by one of these
Hmm.
retailers, right? But bring in some excitement about earning some cash. And you could do a few of them. $1,000
Yeah.
isn't that much.
So
In a great
it becomes like a voucher for use within the city at certain
exactly.
businesses. Hmm.
Exactly. You can use it almost, maybe you have 10 ways to use it. It could be on the cable car. It could be as I say, at a hotel for a spectacular tea at the Ritz, wherever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. What do you
Um,
think? Would
yeah,
you
that's
participate?
good feeling. Yeah,
Would you, would
of
you put your
course.
name in?
Yeah, of course I would.
Right.
Of course. Why wouldn't we? We do things like that. We like going to these opening. We like going to restaurants and cafes and bars.
And
Yeah.
can you imagine? I mean, Mayor Lurie absolutely loves being at ribbon cuttings and
Hmm.
positive announcements. To have him standing at wherever, let's just say
Hmm.
Fisherman's Wharf or at the beach.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pulling the
yeah, yeah.
hat out today.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Here's
Here's
the
the drawing.
name, right? That would be very cool.
Okay, so here's my last one because I said I didn't have five, I had four. Oh no, no, I'm sorry. I do have two more. All right, I'm going to say the last for the best for the last one. How about a fog harvester network?
A what?
So we have a citywide array of giant fog catching nets that catch condensation from the fog on hilltops and then rooftops, like rainwater collection, but this would be fog
Uh-huh.
collection, and then it could be used both to irrigate, right? We'd have water collection. And secondly, we can bottle the water that comes from the fog, and then that sell to the city. So there you go, fog
We
collection,
could
fog
have
harvesting.
fog water water. We
Yes,
could have
yes,
fog water beer. We could have
yeah,
fog water wine, fog
yes,
water punch.
yeah. So we use a natural resource that is famous in San Francisco,
Mm.
and market the hell out of it.
How
Mhm.
difficult with the technology for something like that?
That's not for us to have to figure out.
Got it.
That's right. That's why the prize is, millions of dollars, right? 10, 20, 30, $50 million. Have the atmospheric engineers work
I
on that.
like
I'm just
it.
the idea guy.
I
So
like it. Okay.
one more
Well,
for
I
you.
also know that you
Yes.
are a big theater guy. You like live entertainment. So
Yeah.
this one is for you, Richie, and for
Oh,
everybody else who does enjoy live performances. In Union Square, there's the old Saks Fifth Avenue building.
yes.
It's not a particularly nice looking building at all. I think that one was built in I'm going to say
50s.
79. No, I think it was
Oh, really? That one?
yeah.
On the
There
corner.
were on the corner, right?
Oh, it
It's actually on
seems
the
so
corner
much
of Powell
older
and
and dingy
Post.
inside. It seems so much older
No.
inside, even.
no.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's been empty. Saks
Mhm.
declared bankruptcy. Blah blah blah.
Year and a half ago.
About a
Let's
year and a
see.
half ago, yeah. So
Yeah.
they reworked their finances. They're still in existence, but okay. So the building's been empty. What to
Right.
do?
Mhm.
It's a performing arts center.
Ah.
Okay, so I'm going
Ah.
to tell you the advantages of that because this really is something I've been thinking about for a long time. It's in an area where so many tourists go, right? But also, we want to bring in our wonderful residents and everybody in the area, outside the area, but people who live here to
Mhm.
have a new performing arts center for dance, theater, cultural events. It's not disruptive to the area, it enhances the commercial shopping area. People want to
Mhm.
wear something nice. You want to get a good scarf to get to the opera. You
Yep.
have it right there.
Mhm.
And you've got the hotels that are
Ah.
literally right there
Right
for it.
next door. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Thoughts,
Wow. That's really cool. I like that idea too. I
right?
like that.
Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be amazing?
It would
Yeah.
be.
And we don't have anything like it at
Yeah.
all in that area. We've got ACT, we've got the Orpheum down the road.
Mhm.
Poor Orpheum, not in a
Yeah.
great area.
No.
But this is a beautiful area.
Yeah, it is.
It's good to go.
And it's what has been for decades the one of the centers of retail
Mhm.
and gathering for tourism in San Francisco. You and I have lamented ever
Yes.
since the COVID lockdown, and the previous mayor has really neglected Union Square. I mean,
It
everything was all about
breaks my
Union
heart.
Square. Yeah. So
Breaks my heart.
yeah, yeah, I like that. I like
Thank
that.
you.
Good
Okay,
idea.
what's your next?
So this is my last one because this
Okay.
one really okay. So it goes along the lines, and you and I didn't discuss this before, but we have good segues back and forth. Okay.
Mhm.
So this is also repurposing a building. This is what you just talked about. Repurposing an existing building for a different use. So, ready for this?
I am ready.
How about we start and develop vertical farming? Oh,
Okay,
what do I
tell me
mean by
more.
that? So, right now, what is the big trend? And it's getting a lot of pushback and finding to be very expensive and difficult. Converting these vacant skyscraper buildings in downtown into housing. So, how about instead, or along with it, we turn them into farms? So, you're going to have to, so each floor would be maybe a different crop. Okay. They're going to be, they're going to be, you're laughing. They're going to be gutted. The buildings have to be gutted, right?
Mm.
Leave the big floor to ceiling windows. Now it becomes a greenhouse, right?
Oh
For
my
it to
God.
for it to be converted in a office into a home, you still have to do massive um, moving of walls, shoring up of things, plumbing. Right now, the plumbing is just going to be irrigation, and
Mhm.
so you're just going to spread dirt, soil on the ground. You've got the windows there. Maybe put certain crops going to need more types of lighting, right?
Mhm.
But you've got drainage, you've got the soil, you've got everything that you would need for farming, but it's vertical. And the taller buildings would potentially be even more desirable because they would get the sun in the morning side, sun in the evening, and the tallest buildings would be potentially even above fog, so they would have more sunlight. The elevators would be bringing the crops, the harvest up and down, right? And you would have vertical San Francisco farms.
So this vision, would this be a commercial crop kind of
And
thing where we actually we've got San Francisco tomatoes and we're
yeah,
going to be
yeah, urban tomato, urban farming. So you
and
you specific crops that would be identified that could be grown this way.
I that's this is so
Hydroponic, you could do
clever.
all of this. And of course, you're going to have that segment of the city is going to say, well, we want to have pot farming in there too. We want to grow marijuana. So I'm not going to judge on, yes or no, but so there you go. Imagine a 40-story farm.
So where would it be? Do you have like a couple of
Oh,
areas
the
that you would be
financial
focusing
district,
in the
right on
financial district?
Market Street, California Street, any of them that are empty or could be taken out of service, instead of solely turning them into housing, turn them into a farm.
That's a very interesting one. That is
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
okay. I'm gonna do a lot of thinking about
That's
that.
that's that's urban farming. Taking urban farming to new heights.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that was
I'm
my
going to be
that was
thinking
my
about that for a while. Oh
yeah.
gosh, am I already at number five? Is that
Yeah, you are.
possible?
You
Wow.
are.
Okay.
You are.
This is something that I I've always loved old school San Francisco when you
Yeah.
see men in suits and women in beautiful dresses
And
dashing
and
in
gloves.
the
Yeah,
gloves dashing in
yeah,
and out. You and I, we both sort of
yep,
agree about that.
yeah,
I say incentivize that. I thought about this for a long time, have done some things on it, but really make formal Fridays a thing.
yeah.
On Friday, whatever it is that you have in your closet, I don't care what it is, the best thing that you have, wear it out. Wear
Mhm.
it out. Go to the supermarket, wear it out to Walgreens, go to the park, whatever it may be, put it on.
So like you'd be like a ball gown
Absolutely.
with and
Absolutely.
even a tiara. I've seen you
A
have a
t-
tiara.
I want your
Yes.
tiara
Yep.
on.
Yep.
I want
Yep.
your tuxedo on.
Yep.
If you don't have
Top hat.
if you have nothing that's special, whatever it is that you have that's most special, but to make sure that this is available to everybody, we would have a clothing swap, a great San Francisco. I have a gown. I've got, you don't even know how many gowns I have in my closet. Some I cannot fit into. I would love to give them to somebody who can fit into them, and just encourage this sense of whimsy and beauty and elegance in our own unique San Francisco way. And on top of that, cable car conductors. Look, I'm on the cable car line. I understand this is a practical utilitarian uniform that they wear, but they used to have these really snappy uniforms. Can we please go back to that? The hats, right? They look smart. They look sharp. Let's go back to an actual nice looking uniform and get people, instead of these horrible bedraggled looking kind of vests. They just look like, you know.
And that really dark brown, is it still?
They're dark brown,
dark
yeah.
brown, yeah.
We could change let's change the color.
Change the color.
Change the color
There you
scheme.
go.
Right. So, it's funny. A long time ago, I would say, oh my gosh, it was probably in the 80s. Valentino took over Alitalia, and did their uniforms for the flight attendants. So if you look up the flight attendant uniforms that he revamped, they're stunning, right? We can have a contest. That's another one. Have a contest for like the San Francisco uniforms for the people who work for the city. A new color scheme, a new, right?
The ones for the public facing employees.
Yeah, exactly.
Bell bottoms.
I'm not into 70s style so much, but yeah, so there are so many ways. I mean, I think this exercise, and as we all can do, like you and me, Richie, as we continue to do it, I'm sure like the juices are flowing. What else can we do? We just keep going with this. There are so many things that we can do, large and small. Obviously, our ideas are probably not going to go into the big pool for Michael Moritz. However, it's good to dream.
Of course, it's good to dream. And that's what has made San Francisco so special over the years, over the decades, is the innovation and the dreaming.
I do want to have a shout out to somebody who contacted me from Los Angeles, one of our listeners. Her name is Carrie, and Carrie said that she loves our podcast, said that she came up to San Francisco recently and had the time of her life. Could not believe how amazing the city is, and
it is.
Cannot wait to come back. So I asked her what she did, and she said just walked around, went to restaurants, just enjoyed being
in San Francisco.
Right. And so thank you, Carrie. Thanks for listening. And Los Angeles, you can have your own version of really San Francisco, really Los Angeles.
Yeah. Someone do it. I don't think we're ready to do that.
No.
We have so much to do here, and so much to dream. So, listeners, viewers, thank you so much for tuning in, listening in today, and please let us know what you think about our ideas.
Definitely, we want to hear,
and we want to hear yours too, not just comment on ours, but we want to hear yours. So
definitely,
drop your comments in on social media, or send us a direct message to podcast@reallysfnews.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
How would you? What are your crazy, outlandish, out of the box ideas for getting San Francisco to that next level? We want to know. I am going to Panama on Tuesday for a while, and so I'll be back afterwards, and I cannot wait.
So it's Panama, the country, not the Panama City in Florida.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
You got your passport.
I have everything ready to go. All right. Bye, everybody. Love you all. Thank you so much.
Take care.